Hello, peeps. Welcome to a Boundless stream. It's been a while since I've done a stream, so honestly, I'm kind of hoping that everything is set up and working correctly. Kind of been a little bit at a standstill for any progress that I've been doing in Boundless. Just because there's been quite a few different things going on. Right now the Halloween event is going on, and actually if we take a look in the exchange, we have just under 8 hours left in this Halloween event for 2018. In our Halloween event video that I did, I showed how to get some of the spooky seeds, and also that I got the pumpkin mask. So actually one of the first things I want to do is I need to jump on my crafting alt, and once we get into our my crafting alt, I need to start check on a couple different crafts that I had started before and need to continue or get finished up now. So I was working on getting these titanium furnaces, furnace bases, because we are working towards getting our power coils for our compactor. I managed to go get 360 rubies, so we have enough. We have basically pretty much enough items. We're short on spark though now, because I've had to make some more gold alloy, and I need to make some more machined gold alloy, which I was making some refined gold alloy so I can make the machined gold alloy. I have some refined gold alloy up here, but it wasn't enough to do a mass craft of the machined gold alloy, so I didn't want to do it. I could have did the bulk already, and then I would have had enough machined gold alloy to start the power coils, but I wanted to do it this way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit craft on this. So this will craft our this will give us 50 machined gold alloy, which will give us more than enough for what we need to do the mass craft of advanced compactor power coils. I already had 52, so this will have 102. So we'll have more than enough, but now I need to load up our spark generators with some more resources to get spark, and unfortunately I am running basically out of compact peat, so I basically been having to use what coal I have, and really without compacting coal is actually really a kind of a terrible spark fuel as far as I'm concerned and see, but I gotta do what I gotta do to get the spark up, and that's kind of what I have to use and work with. So alright, we got that stuff crafting. So in 20 minutes we'll switch back over and then start our craft of the power coils. I want to just throw that in there for now, and then we can jump back over to TwistedFoot. And what I want to do now then for now is we can basically take a look around at the base and our community, since our last episode. The last episode, I believe we were working on, we did the redo again of my workshop area, and I'm liking this setup a lot better. I did change around a little bit of the power coils, just a little bit, to get more power coils in there. So this thing has 2,000 power. This thing has 2,000 power. This one and this one is spots where I kind of think I might have made a little bit of a mistake. I did craft regular power coils. I probably should have saved up the gems and made advanced power coils, but I did do that on this one. So this one is fully loaded with 24 advanced power coils for the maximum amount of power of 7,200. I can't really look much at with this character because I don't have crafting recipes on here, but just do I have any recipes that take spark that I can do? I mean, you just look at this, like refined sapphire. It takes, of course, the 36 compact sapphire, but it takes 18,700 spark, and its crafting time is 46, basically 47 minutes. And we look at what it is in a regular refinery that doesn't have any power to it, and you're 40,000 spark, and this is basic. This is a guy without any crafting skills. So I don't have no spark reduction skills or nothing like that either. But then you look at the crafting time is 1 hour 40 minutes. So having that maximum power really makes a difference in your crafting time. And then really it even makes a bigger difference when you have a dedicated crafting character that has the skills to reduce the spark need and everything else. So I guess status of my progression as a character, I hit level 46 last night and proceeded to die basically as soon as I hit 46. So I'm currently obviously working off a death penalty, but I did hit level 46. Skill wise, I have 2 skill points to use somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to use them at quite yet. And being 46, obviously I'm not maxed out yet at level 50, so we still got some work to do as far as leveling wise go. But we have 8 out of 8 power, 4 out of 8 dexterity, 8 out of 8 agility, 8 out of 8 luck, and 5 out of 5 attributes. This is the character that I primarily use for pretty much most of the normal gameplay. I do most of my surface gathering with this guy, most of my hunting with this guy, and all of my mining with this guy. So mostly set up dedicated towards more mining, but I'm fairly capable for hunting. I can do all level 1 and level 2 meteorites on a level 3 world. I haven't tried them on a level 4 world, but for sure on a level 3, which is more than plenty enough for me by myself solo wise. It enables me to get plenty of Oort for the amount of portals that we're running in the town, plus I'm not the only one that's getting Oort and contributing to it, so I don't need to really do massive hunts. But I use an iron fist. I do have a gold fist, and I should work on getting more gold fist and forging some of them. I just haven't done it yet. But since I use an iron fist, I do have my grapple mastery maxed out, 5 out of 5, which is kind of cool. I like using the fist build just because it takes less skill points. Basically, it allows me more freedom to do other things on this build, because I only need to basically max out, I mean, my power, my attributes, which I would still max out if I was running a sling bow, but I'd also have to max out sling bow mastery, which is another 5 points, and then I'd have to put another 5 points down into sling bow epic on top of that, where all I need to do for an iron fist is 5 out of 5 into this grapple mastery, and then not only does it increasing my fist damage, but it's also giving me the added bonus of the grapple mastery, obviously. So my grapples fly out farther, I reel in quicker. I am using titanium. These are actually unforged. They are actually unforged titanium grapples, and they still, with mastery, they still reach a long ways. So, and they reel in extremely fast. So they're a blast to use after using iron grapples for as long as I did. Iron grapples are so terrible. I really, if you need a grapple, I don't know if I can even recommend using. I had one on me most of the time, and the only time I ever used it is if I fell in a hole and didn't want to dig myself out. Digging myself out was almost faster, or just pillaring out than trying to use a grapple to get out. But with these with these titanium grapples, I've been using a grapple a lot more now. So, see, what else do we got? We have obviously nothing in crafting. I don't have any of that. Being that I use this guy primarily for mining. Hey Bryce, yeah, grapple mastery is pretty awesome. I never really used it in early access, and this is the first time that I've really used it. And really, primarily the reason that I started using it was just for the fist damage, because that's the primary weapon that I use. And I'm loving the additional benefit of what the grapple mastery is actually for, which is improving your grapples. I have the energy epic on right now, and I primarily had that on because I was mining on a level 6 planet for diamonds, and utilizing a 3x3 diamond hammer, and it's just the energy drain on that hammer. The hammer's awesome, and it makes mining so much easier, but it drains your energy so quickly. So I used 5 points into that for right now, just so I had a bigger energy pool. I think if I can maintain, I might have to buy some skill. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. I might have to some cleanse points. I might have to spend some cubits on some cleanse points, just so I can I think this is one that I'll switch between. So if I'm out surface gathering and doing like meteorite hunts, I'll probably move the points out of energy into the health epic. But then if I'm out mining, the energy epic's nice for that. See, I have 5 out of 5 out of kinetic armor, because this is basically what you need for level 1, level 2 meteorites on a level 3 world. I wouldn't mind having some of the impulse armor, because this is something that you could utilize when you start getting into the level 3 meteorites and you start getting the spitters that throw bombs at you. I was working on a level 3 meteorite last night, and I was literally two spitters away from completing the meteorite, and they started spitting bombs at me, and I got kind of hung up too close to the meteorite, and I couldn't get out of the way of them, and I ended up dying. There was like just not much health left on that meteorite event, and that I would have finished it soloed it. But we have our durability drain epic, which is absolutely needed for, in my opinion, even for basically hunting, for anything. This just makes your items last so much longer. It's, in my opinion, one of the required skills that you need to spend points on. The gathering epic, because currently I've been working on getting spooky seeds, so we'll do that in a little bit. That's going to be one of the things that I'm doing, because I want to build up a little bit of a stockpile of spooky seeds before the event ends, so then I have some. I've only made three. I've only made the lanterns that I made in the video that I did for the Halloween event, so I only have the 2 skulls and one lantern, jack or pumpkin lantern. And then we have the energy regeneration epic, this is in my opinion another one of the skills that's basically required, so you don't have to sit there and wait for your energy to rebuild. And then we have our 4 out of 5 atmosphere protection, so I can go to basically any of the planets that are currently available in the world. I used to switch this back and forth, only have basically protection for whatever planet I was heading to, but I was burning through too many cleanse points, so I just basically leave those. If I make any changes, I tend to basically stick to changing epics, because even though this costs 5 points to get it, it only takes 1 cleanse point to switch it. And then so we got damage epic, and that's all we have currently on this character. Like I said, I have 2 skill points now. The only thing I could potentially think of possibly using it on is probably impulse armor. I wouldn't mind saving it up to be able to get I've considered saving it up so I can get like shadow effects, so that way I can basically be a stealth gatherer on the surface and not have to worry about aggroing all of the creatures everywhere I go. But I need to think about where we're at. We're at 46. So when we hit 47, I believe we get 2 more skill points. And 48 we'll get 2 more. So that's 4, 49, 2 more. So we're basically going to get 8 more skill points. So we'll have 10 more skill points by the time we hit level 50. Which actually sounds pretty decent, because then what I could do is I could put 5 out of 5 in my impulse armor, and then actually probably gain that shadow effect epic, and then I can get some cleanse points, and I can switch a couple of the epics around as needed. Like the energy epic I could switch. If I'm building, I could always switch the chisel epic. The only thing with the shadow effect epic, it would be nice to have more control, or have some points in control. So I don't know. What I'll end up doing is once I hit 50, I'll buy an extra skill set and start working on extra skill sets. So we'll worry about that when we get there. For now, let's go gather some more of these plants. So right now I've already gathered 68 of the Rosetta Nox plants. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run around and gather as many of the, I'm calling them spooky plants because they're the plants that drop the spooky seeds. So I'm gonna run around and gather as many of these types of plants. There's the Oort staff, the Rosetta Nox, and the trumpet. Is it the trumpet plant? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Trumpet root, I believe. If we can, I don't know. Where did they put the spooky seed at? Right here. So yeah, the trumpet root, the Rosetta Knox, and the Orton staff. So I have a spot that I've been, excuse me, running to for the Rosetta Knox and the Orton staff. And that's basically where we're going to head now. So this is, I guess, quickly the current state of my build. I've started, this is just a temporary, let's grab a gleam out. This is just a temporary ceiling roof that I've done. I've started laying down some of the flooring for up here. What I'll be doing up here is basically duplicating the storage, our storage area. So basically taking this design and duplicating it up here on both sides. So there'll be a storage area on this side and a storage area on this side to basically, what would that, triple our storage area? Double our storage area? Whatever. I think it's triple because we'll go from having one of these to having 3 of these. So I think it's triple. But that's a ways out in the future because we have other things to do. So I need to make another color changing chisel because I've almost used up the one that I have. So I can change these metamorphic, refined metamorphics stones to the sedimentary ones. Do that across for all of them. And I don't know if there'll be any available over here, but we've right over here in this area has been, okay, there's some over here. So we have some Rosetta Knox over here in our little mud area across the river. So at the Gathering Epic, it allows us to be able to pick up these Rosetta Knox plants using a shovel, and then we can take the Rosetta Knox plants to a higher tier planet, place them down, and then harvest them with an axe like normal, and we get higher drops. On this level 1 planet, if I were to harvest these with an axe on here, we would, the most we would get would be 1 seed, and it's not even 1 seed. Well, we'll see. So like right there, since I accidentally hit the mud below it, all we got was the inky leaf and the raw earth yam, so we didn't even get 1 seed for that one. And we'll see when we get to the tier 6 world that we're gonna go to actually do the harvesting of these. You'll see how many more, how much better this is, how much more gooder, how much more better this is to do it this way. I can show you, before we head to the higher tier planets, I can show you what I have in storage currently. Now, anybody that's watching this or paying attention, I kind of would like help paying attention to, because I know they've made some changes to regeneration and how regeneration is working and how quickly it's working. Basically, primarily because the issues that they were having on SERP. I believe James said that they were, the regeneration on SERP was 8 million blocks behind, that needed to get regenerated, and part of that's primarily just because of how busy and active SERP was and is for mining. It's probably the most active planet for as far as mining goes, because diamonds are the most common and probably easiest gem to get. So they were been monitoring it. There's actually a forum post that talks about it, and they made some more changes to the way regeneration works, and it's helped out dramatically on SERP and made it more in line with the other planets and how they want it to work for regeneration. So it's great that they're making changes like that and monitoring things like that. And I think that guy is actually gathering my Rosetta Noxes too. So, but anyway, I was going to say was, help me pay attention to, I feel like sometimes when I'm out gathering resources and gathering these items, that things are actually regenerating as I'm there doing the things, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, because it's when you walk into a chunk, it's supposed to, it basically pauses or stops the regeneration. In early access, it used to basically reset the regeneration. So if you walked into an area that nobody had been into for 10 hours and it was set to regenerate at 12 hours, it would basically reset that timer, and it would be 12 hours again from the time that you left the area before that area would regen. So yeah, I think he's looking for, so we're gonna, let's go take off. Let's go over to, now see this one, I feel like this one wasn't here. Don't run away.
Akubio. Hoi hoi.
This guy has something for me. I feel like what did he give me? Reviver brew and greater fast brew. Awesome. This guy, Perrin. Thank you, Perrin. So he gave me a few brews. Reviver brew, which is feeling defeated, drink a potent reviver brew to return to a waking state. Oh, is that you? Oh, Breathe the Wizard. That's who I thought it was. You gave me this awesome hammer that I still carry around because it's I use this now as my, I didn't use it all the way down to destroy it. I use it for the, I use it for my auto looter now. So I carry this hammer with me basically everywhere I go. I have a second one that I bought. That basically is the same thing, but it's a diamond hammer that this one's almost broken. And so I have two of them, but I like using the green emerald one. Oh, okay. I was wondering how it worked, because if you're dead, I didn't know how you would be able to drink it if you were dead. But how long does the buff last for? Is the buff, how long does this reviver brew buff last for? Because this would be a good thing to take before starting a meteor, right? So then you 10 minutes. So if I I gotta put it on my action bar, so as I'm running around on Alcyon or whatever. Nope, not yet. The Halloween event has just under 8 hours, so a little over 7 hours left to go yet. Put it on my action bar, so as I'm running around Alcyon or whatever, how do you say that planet? What is that? Yeah, Alcyon. And I start to fall down a big cave down to the lava lake. I can pop one of them really quick as I'm falling down. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Trying to grind out some more seeds. I need to go to my other spot that I have been utilizing for it. Still 10 minutes is pretty good. I believe most meteorites that I do solo are all less than right around, probably seem pretty close to that 10-minute. Hey, let me send you a friend request. I got this awesome hammer from you, and then I did actually get, surprisingly, amazingly, I got another. It actually might be this hammer. I might have got this hammer from another friend that used to be part of our community in early access on Volpto. His name is Stella Dad, and I believe I got this diamond hammer from him. So I've gotten two really awesome hammers from other players, and I don't have any more, but he also gave me some persistent pie. I haven't really messed around with. Oh, no way. Oh, you even forged it. What do we got? Plus 800 durability. 25mm second reeling speed. So it shoots out quicker and faster. Oh, and it's got the light source radius. No way. I know, I love the name. Forged by Forgery.
Yeah.
Bree, you're awesome. Thank you so much, man. How far does this thing reach compared to a titanium? Oh, wow. Let's... Can my titanium one reach that far? I think it can. Nope, it can't. God, and titanium is such a good grapple too. Look at this. Am I just not aimed right? Okay. Let's not move. Yep, the titanium one can't reach that far. Wow. How fast does it reel up? Very fast. Yeah, I'm working on getting to. I haven't gotten. Hello, Vitally Vlogs. It was accidental naming. Forgery Works. I think Forgery Works so much is actually a cooler name. So you did well in that accidental naming. Yeah, I haven't made it to the point where I'm able to make diamond tools or diamond items yet. I'm getting close, but I've been working on getting my machines all powered up first. So I'm currently working right now on getting that compactor powered up, and then my next one is the mixer, is the last one that I need to do. And then I don't know I want to. I know I need to eventually replace the regular power coils that I have on my centriforge, my workbench, and my extractor to advanced ones. But I think once I get at least power to every one of them, then I yeah, trademark that. I don't know if you have a shop or not, Bree, but if you have a shop, that's, you name your shop that, Forged by Forgery, and sell forged gear. So once I get power to all my stuff, like, so I'm pretty close. I've made some leather, and so it's just a matter of a few items here and there that I need to do. It'll be nice to get power to my compactors so I can start making compact coal. That was, funny thing is, when I first started in the live universe, when the live worlds first went on, my first goal, the first machine that I wanted to get power to, obviously, was the workbench, so that way you can get power to the other ones. But the second one that I was so set on getting power to was my compactor. And now I only have 2 left to get power for, and the compactor is one of the ones that I haven't powered up yet. Because I felt like it was a pretty important thing to be able to start making that compact coal for spark generation and fuel. And with some of the other things that I found while playing, it became better to get some of the other items powered up first. So I think I got 1 second. I think I got my extractor powered second because I started messing around with forging. And then once I started messing around with forging a little bit, then I needed power for my centriforge. And then while I was getting topaz, while I was getting sapphire, I got a lot of topaz, so then that's how I was able to get power for my refinery. And then with the gifts that I've gotten from a couple players, I have spent some money. Obviously, if you look at my coin, I only have 30,000 coin because I've gone out gathering, and when I was on Cardass getting sapphire and topaz, I sold all of my majority of my ancient tech devices. All right, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Sleep good. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And so I was able to get topaz, and I sold a lot of my tech devices that I got and was gathering while getting the topaz, which enabled me to get up to, I want to say I was probably 75,000 coin was the highest I was, maybe 80,000. And I did take some of that coin and I did buy myself. I originally bought my first titanium grapple using my own coin, and then I did buy some other gem hammers that I found at a shop to be able to help get some more. In fact, I'm gonna have to probably go buy some more. Otherwise, I'm thinking I might try to do some more forging on a batch of titanium hammers. I did just make my first mass batch of titanium grapples, which I was saying was such a huge step up from iron. I really can't believe that I used iron as long as I did. Well, I didn't really use them. I carried them around. It really prevented me. They're so bad that they prevented me from basically using a grapple at all. Now I got this awesome diamond one. I need to figure out. Maybe I should carry it on that hand. I mean, they're terrible. Like I said, it was quicker to nerd pull out of a hole most of the time than it was to try to use the iron grapple to grapple out. Give me 1 second. I need to go grab a cup of water. I have a tickle in my throat and it's making me need to cough. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to be coughing up a lung while I'm streaming here. Did I notice the sling bow? Which sling bow? You didn't give me a sling bow too, did you? Yes, you did. Topaz Swift sling bow. See, I haven't used many sling bows at all. I'm obviously used a... Yeah, you snuck one in my inventory, you did there. We should go check out your... I haven't actually made it over to your mazes yet. I need to do that yet. Honestly, I don't... Been basically running low on time for just about anything. Obviously today being Halloween, me and my wife brought our kids out trick-or-treating after school today. I played darts in a bar league, so I had darts tonight too, so we had to rush to take the kids out trick-or-treating, and I had to make it to run to the bar to go play darts and get done with darts, and I ran home, and that's where I got now, and decided to stream for the first time in a while that I've actually streamed, which I think I might do this a little bit more often, to stream at this time. So this one's Forged by Forgery again. A Forged Wayfire. Yeah, I haven't made any of those either. There's so many things. There's so much things to do in this game. Consider and think about the possibility of getting bored from repetitive or even the grind of the game, and it's like if you get bored of mining, go hunting. If you get bored of hunting, go surface gathering. If you get bored of that, or if you feel it's too repetitive of that, go shopping. Go explore everybody's creations. There are some amazing builds that people have made in this game, and I just don't see how it can get repetitive. I guess if you're doing a really huge build and you gotta gather a huge amount of the same resources to do your build, I could see it getting repetitive. But even then, my build over there is, in my opinion, relatively large. It's a 4x9 set of plots, and right now it's 2 plots high. I have plans for building up higher in the middle a tower of some sort up the middle. And I've used up basically most of my stock of black metamorphic rock that I use for it. So I need to go gather some more of that, but I'm not in a rush to build it either. It's providing shelter for the most part from the elements, and I got a spot for storage, and I got a spot for crafting and doing stuff inside of it. So it's a work in progress. If I get bored of running around hunting, doing other stuff, then I can go gather the stone that I need to continue working on it and do some more building. We are also obviously in the process of establishing our little community, our little town here. This is our next phase of our expansion. So I have thoughts and ideas for building a bridge across the water here, recording that for an episode. Yeah, you've been going on green for quite a while there. I keep hearing your little fill up notification thingy go by. So we want to build a bridge across here other than just what's here now. What's here now is basically a copy of what our paths look like for the rest of our community. But I want to build an actual like nice bridge that actually goes up and is up higher above the water, so it would look like boats and stuff could go underneath it. And then we have some paths already plotted out around here. So it's just a matter of laying down, I think, I'd have to look. Oh, this is the bottom. So basically all I would need to do is just lay down the blocks and items, or the materials that we use for our paths in our community. And we could lay out a lot of the roads here to expand over here. Yeah, your fill-up is going crazy. Nice thing about over here on this side is this is all mud, so you can come over here and gather mud for making bricks and stuff. So let's look at really quick. So we have 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 22 seconds left in the Halloween event. So we need to get a little bit of stuff done. Let's take one look. I didn't finish looking at this sling bow. This thing is, wow, look at that damage. 24-21. Oh my. See, this is where I like the fist weapon. The one advantage that a sling bow definitely has over the fist weapon though is the range. So this is max range of 25 and the fist is only 11, so you don't have to get. So this will be awesome. I'll love and I'll use this definitely for road runners, because that's the one disadvantage to the fist build is I can never get close enough to road runners. Every once in a while I can, but for the most part they usually run away. I know I could use a sling bow and try to grab onto them and pull them closer to me, but that's always kind of a pain and doesn't always work. Seems like it doesn't work properly. I don't know if it's kind of broken or something right now, because it sure seems like the last several times that I've tried to grapple onto a roadrunner, as soon as they try to run away, it breaks the grapple, or as soon as I try to reel them in and pull them closer to keep them from running away, it breaks the grapple, disconnects from them right away. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'll definitely use this for. Definitely going to use that for roadrunner hunting, because that'll be awesome for that. because my fist does, but this is primarily because of my spec. I know if I change my spec around to a sling bow spec, this would definitely be better than the iron fist is if I just change some of my spec around, which I know eventually I'll need to. I don't think the fist build can. I might be wrong, but I don't think the fist build can take you up to being able to solo meteorites on the higher tier worlds. I just don't think the damages can get up high enough like it can on a sling bow. Maybe I always said I wish they would make like gem fists. And maybe that's something they still might come out with in the future is gem versions. I know they got the iron, they got the gold. Maybe they make titanium. Maybe they only go up as high as titanium. That would be pretty cool. So you're still over there flashing full up. How long has your full up buff been going on? That's kind of crazy. I can just hear it constantly going. I need to figure out how I want to. I'll have to figure out how I want to carry these. This cool thing is now I have two grapples, so I can really grapple far away. Boy, it just melts the spitter. That action speed is crazy. What has it got for an action speed? 51. Whoa. The action speed on the fist is 16. And that's because of my spec build. You're still full up. The funny thing is your stamina bar is down. Wonder why that is. What's I mean you're constantly full up. Is it, do you see that constantly on your screen too? Or is that something, is that a desync with mine? It's sure flashing full up constantly. And I don't know if if everybody that's on has heard the wolves. There's wolves currently because it's Halloween. There's wolves howling in the background. There's supposed to be owls. There's supposed to be some spooky environment effects going on too. But I honestly haven't really noticed any difference in the environment. But I've heard the wolves. And I haven't paid close enough attention, I guess, to hear the owls. But let's go do a couple things quick. It is getting later for me. It's 12 o'clock my time, so I need to get some things accomplished here before I need to go to bed for work tomorrow. First thing I want to look at is spooky seeds. So far, this is what I've collected for spooky seeds. I have one full smart stack and just over half of a second smart stack. So I'd like to get for sure 2 full smart stacks. So I need another whatever 385. And I wouldn't mind. Ideally, I would like to get have 3 full smart stacks, or at a minimum, I guess, if I can get 2 full smart stacks and then be able to get 360, because then I can make 1 mass craft of spooky skull lanterns. And actually, you know, I probably, if I could get 2 full smart stacks and 180 extra, then I can make one batch of spooky. If I get 360 extra, I'll make 2 spooky skull lanterns because they're pretty cool, and in my opinion, kind of work year round for different things in your build, especially since you can basically dictate what color of light you want from it depending on which color of stone you use. The spooky lanterns, they look cool, but it's kind of only a Halloween thing. So this one I built with red stone, and this one I built with purple stone, so you can see how the lighting changes based on the stones. And I believe it's the same for the pumpkins too, because if we pick this one up, it actually says mustard because I used mustard leaves for it, and it does have the yellow mustard color to it. So if we built one with this violet, it'd have the violet tint to it. We have all of my, well, not all of my stone, but we have, I've been doing a lot of mining for rubies on Alcyon, so I have a lot of this warm violet sedimentary rock. What I need to get is, I wouldn't mind getting some more of this warm moss sedimentary rock, and using some of that for a couple batches of the skulls, because then that'll match with the green accent lighting that I got going on with the green gleam and stuff. So that would be kind of cool, because then I can place some of those around as just lighting, basic lighting accents. So let's go get some more plants. So where I've been going for my spooky plants is this world, Goisha Orphan, and you go down here, and it's probably gonna be not. The last couple times that I've gone, it actually has been cleaned out. So typically there's gleam right here, and then there's gleam up in here, and then there's gleam that actually looks like the gleam is actually down in here. I usually come here and collect some gleam. So we have our gleam here. And then there's another batch down there, and then there's another clam down there with some more gleam, and then there's some over there. There's 2 clams over there. So there's quite a bit of gleam here. I think it's roughly around 150 or so that I can gather when I come over here. So this is what we're here for, is the Oort staff and the Rosetta Nox. So basically along this whole little, we can try out our new sling bow. Basically along this whole shoreline here, and this shoreline on this side, and then all the way up and down the middle, there's a ton of, how far does this thing reach? Quite a ways. This is gonna be awesome. Finally being able to kill those dang roadrunners when I see them. And it sounds like we have, or just hearing things, or do we have a, yeah, there's a meteorite coming in. Yeah, see what I'm gonna do though is I'll take all of the ones that I gather up, and I'll bring them to Alcyon, and then I'll place them down, and then I'll gather them there. It's worked out really good for me so far to do it that way. really like the way these Rosetta Noxes look from this planet too. That orange. So we'll see how many we can gather up. I like this spot because it's got that portal right there. So basically what I do is run down one side, kind of check the middle a little bit, run down the other side. I generally will do any meteorites that do fall. So this meteorite up here will take on that meteorite. Hopefully it's that's only a level 1, so it shouldn't be really any problem for us. The nice thing is it will help us work off some of our death penalty. You get pretty decent experience completing the meteorites. I need to go to Alcyon anyway and get the spiky plants. I think it's what it is. The spiky, I don't know what they're called. I need some more exotic earth yams. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was almost a bad mistake. That could have been bad. It was basically right on top of that hopper. So lucky he didn't blow up. That would have probably killed me. Because I don't have no explosive protection. And level 1 meteorite complete. And we got 7 Oort stones. See, I've watched some people's streams. And they do the higher tier ones, and they actually don't seem to get any more. The amount of Oort that they get on the higher tier worlds and the higher tier meteorites doesn't, I mean, yeah, you get better drops from the creatures that come out of the portals, but if you're just after Oort, doing solo hunts on a level 3 world, I think is probably a better idea and a better bet. Love the views in this game. I mean, being able to see all these planets. It's just such a beautiful game. Kind of a fanboy, I guess you could say. This is by far my favorite game. I don't think I've passed up hours played. Oh, I must have pissed you off, huh? I don't think I've passed up my hours played of 7 Days to Die yet, but I gotta be getting close. Quit being pesty. All you are is pesty because oh, we need to collect that. We need that. Is that a spitter eye or is that a hopper eye? Or not a hopper eye. Where'd it go? Oh, it's still there. I don't know if it's a spitter eye or if it's a wild stock eye, but I don't have. What do I want to get rid of? Mud. We don't need mud. Ah, it's just a wild stock eye. That's too bad. You have a couple hundred of what? The seeds or the exotic earth yams? I can't even think of what I was trying to craft that I needed it. Oh, I was trying to craft foods. Persistent loaves, because I don't have power yet to my mixer, so I can't craft the persistent pie, but I was gonna craft some persistent loaves. That's what I was looking for, the exotic earth yams for. What's a low price? I'm definitely interested. I don't have any problem. I love I love spending my coin. Actually, that's part of the reason I only have 30,000 coin is because if I'm trying to craft something and I don't have all of the ingredients to do a mass craft, and the one doesn't have them, doesn't have what I need, I'll go find a shop and buy what I need so I can do the craft. Part of it is because I play on. I don't have the luxury of sitting playing as long as I would honestly like to play. And then part of the reason some of my content is kind of taking a little bit longer between episodes is because of the fact that I don't have a lot of time to play. And it comes down to, okay, I'm playing right now. If I record some content, some material, I need to edit it. So do I want to? I can't. I only have one desktop PC, so I can do one or the other. I can play or I can edit and render my video. I can't do both at the same time. So then I have to decide, do I want to continue playing or do I want to stop and spend an hour and a half editing and rendering a video? And lately I find myself more often than not wanting to continue playing instead of editing and rendering a video. It's not terrible hard to make content. I know I'm far from the expert on it, but I do know like some of the basics and know how some of the stuff works, and it takes recording a bit of material to be able to make an episode, and it takes you a while to edit it down to so you're not trying to bore everybody to death, and nobody wants to watch you. Nobody's gonna watch an hour-long episode and where you're mining for something for 45 minutes of it and building for 15 minutes. So 100 a piece, and you have 200 to sell. What is that? That's 20k. My math right on that? Getting late at night. Brain working time was like shut off hours ago. But right, 100 at, say 200 at 100 a piece. That would be 20k for 200 of them. That would almost clean me out. I'll do I'll do 100 of them. Whoa, that was a deep hole. I'll do 100 of them at 100 at 100. So for 10k. Is it? Unfortunately, my locations are full. I'd have to delete one, which I guess isn't a terrible thing. It gotten to a point now where I'm with my locations. I'm sure a lot of people are the same boat as I am, but with my locations being full, now I almost carry. I don't have any on me right now, but now it's, if I want to save a location, now it's basically carry a beacon control with me and plop a beacon down somewhere, because then I can basically have the location saved. Now it's costing me plots and beacon controls, but at least I can continue saving the locations. Otherwise I have to continue deleting locations. I have been slowly deleting out some of the lower tier portal hub locations. Are you gonna get mad? Don't get mad at me. Thank you. Probably no more meteorites. Oh, I guess that's, that must be the spooky atmosphere, because I don't remember seeing, unless this color atmosphere is what's actually on this planet. That's a pretty good idea too. I know I think I saw somebody mention something like that on the forums. Let's get as many of these as we can. Need another meteorite to fall so we can get some more. Did I actually? Yeah, I collected the Oort. 7 Oort. So I can work off some more of this death penalty. You're a dead meteorite. Maybe when I get my storage, my second level of storage done, I'll be able to start doing that. I know if you go look at my storage, I have a lot of open storage areas, but they're filling up rather quickly. A lot of it with the stone that I get when I go mining for the gems. Especially since I started buying and using 3x3 hammers. That amount of stone that you get drastically increases when you're taking out 3x3 instead of doing a 1x2 tunnel. Looks like somebody probably came through here not too long ago and cleaned all this out, because there ain't very many over here. Normally this place has got a lot of them, which isn't too surprising because pretty much everybody's probably out here trying to get as many spooky seeds as they can before the end of the Halloween event, because that item will no longer be available in game to get. What you have won't disappear, so. And the recipe will still be there. You just won't be able to go out and actually collect any more spooky seeds. The drops will stop dropping. No more drops. Yeah, this area is cleaned out. Alright, well, here's one. Walked all this way over here for one. Alright, I think we are probably... We're at 167. On Alcyon, we should be able to get... I know you don't get 3 every time. But I believe you get at least a minimum of 2 every time. And a very high odds of getting 3. So I think with this, we should be able to get roughly 3, maybe close to 400 with 167 of these plants. But we need 480, no, 385. So this would get us, we probably have enough to complete our 1 stack. And maybe with a little bit of luck. Like I said, it sure seems, I feel like some things have started to like regenerate even when players are like in the area. Oh, I know. Something I need to do. Nobody reminded me. I need to switch. I need to do my crafting stuff. We were supposed to do that almost an hour ago now. I don't know why I went to... Oh, I did the right thing. Alright, so our machined gold alloy is done. We should have enough sparks, so we should be able to craft a mass craft of... So here we go. 1 mass craft of advanced compactor power coils. Now, if I were to actually like turn around and sell these, we would be sitting at roughly 2,500 coin. I think I could very easily sell these at 10k a piece. Now check out the craft time. 10 hours and 18 minutes, and that's with I do only have 2,000 power on this workbench. Oh, I should have looked at, I really should have looked at this before I started crafting, but I think, yeah. I should have probably switched this to tech crafting epic, because then we would have reduced the spark cost by 20%, which is a pretty big thing. I guess it's not huge. It just basically would have meant a little bit less spark. But so now this is my crafting guy. I do have 8 out of 8 agility with him, just because I like being able to run. It's so bad when you have a person that don't have any agility. And then obviously I got all of the craft. I don't have any points in augment crafting. I did, but I took them out because I haven't crafted any augments yet. So I haven't put any points in there. I do have 2 available points, so I could start putting points back in there. I do have Portal Epic on this character, so that way this one is the one that does my opening of portals for me. And that's another reason why I like him having 8 out of 8. The only issue is this guy does not have any of the exploration, any of the environment protections, but I do have the warp and portal distance, so I can open larger, bigger portals. And then I've been dabbling a little bit with the food crafting, working towards getting some of the persistent stuff. So like right now I can make the raw persisting loaf, but I've been working towards, oh, I might need to see how much I can scrap together for coin. I might need to look at buying 200 from you, just because I'd want to be able to craft a mass craft of this. I have 10 in my inventory. And then this is just basically when I go out gathering, I basically come in and basically just dump into these spots right here, which is convenient for time wise when I'm unloading inventory, but it sucks when I'm looking for and needing items to craft with. I know I've gotten some more. But I don't know which smart stack it is in. Because I know I have more than 10 because I have gathered some of the spiky plants. I haven't noticed, is the chat box showing up on the stream when people chat? I've not noticed, really. I haven't. Should probably been paying closer attention to that. I do need to go through my, probably need to go through my inventory more. Oh yeah, there it is. Good, good. I said it's been a while since I streamed, so I was need to make sure that the things are working like they're supposed to. I wonder if I have those items on TwistedFoot still. Part of the reason is I did make the switch a while ago to Streamlabs OBS for when I stream, just because they have the functionality of a remote control. Basically there's an item called the Stream Deck, and what it is just a little box that has multiple switches on it that you can program the switches to do different things for your streams. Whether it's show a graphic, just different things that you can do to basically provide better entertainment for your streams. And one of the better ways to do it is with the Stream Deck, because then you can basically automate those actions. You can basically hit a button and it'll trigger whatever event you want it to do. So I have some made up, but I was using shortcut keys basically to be able to trigger different items. I used a lot of it primarily during streaming, like 7 Days to Die content. So I do have some items that I've used before, but like I said, used shortcut keys to activate them. And when I used like regular OBS, I had the chat window set up to be basically on the screen permanently. And with using Streamlabs OBS, it only shows up when somebody chats, and then it's only displays it for a little while. But like right now, while I'm streaming, I have my cell phone open on my desk next to me with the remote control open on it, so I can quickly like mute my mic if I want to. I can mute the desktop. I can quickly activate different scenes. So like if I wanted to take a break, I just hit the button and the thing pops up saying we will be right back, whatever. And I can turn it off. I have different little graphics set up, so that was almost bad. Where was there not just a spitter right here in front of me? Or is he the actual same one and he walked that far over there? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting tired. Yeah, you guys can't get away from me anymore. You used to be able to run away from me. Can't hit him. Oh, I thought I got him. Take that. That's right. This thing shoots much quicker than my iron fist. Yeah, no, that hopper almost got me. Good thing it must have been a low-level hopper because he blew up on me, but he just didn't do a lot of damage. He didn't lower my health very much. Now there are some. Oh, we're gonna go right into a spitter. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, shot the thorns. Shot the thorns. So obviously the Streamlabs OBS is pretty awesome. Works amazing, especially with being able to utilize their little remote control. Ooh, we have a dormant. 2 free Oort stones. I see you guys over there. Oh, you actually saw me and ran. But I can chase you guys now. Where'd you go, though? Yeah, I'll leave you alone. Love the sling bow already. That thing is I believe it is. Let's see, what do I have? I have 1 sap. I really don't want to drop the sap. Let me drop something and then I can pick one up. But I think it is. Is this one still? Yeah, this one is still floating around over here. What do we have? We have. I don't need ancient tech components. It is hot magenta. Hot magenta thorn. There's quite a bit around here too. There's another roadrunner. Do you need some or want some for a build or what? I'll trade you 100 hot magenta thorn for 100 exotic earth yams. 2K. Yeah, that'll take a little while. Oh, wrong thing. Dang it. Now I have 1 spooky seed. Wrong tool. Trying to use the wrong tool. What do we need? What can we get rid of? I guess I could probably get rid of the inky leaf. Honestly, I don't have any of the exotic earth yams on me. I don't know what I did with them. I have some somewhere, because I know I've gathered some. This is the cool thing now with this sling bow. Being able to get these adrenal glands is going to be huge. We're going to dump the sap. So I want that spooky seed. And we need to get our axe. I should take my axe off of the... Well, I need my axe now, so I can collect some thorns. Oh, I one-shot that one. Mr. Spitter, go away. $2K, huh? What are you doing? What do you... I have some already in my base that I can use too to give you. I need to go place some of this down by my original starting base on Feminorum. So I used thorns as a hedge there, but they were a different... A red tint would be a better thorn for that build because I used red wood. Oh, another maze. I suppose that would take a lot of thorn then. There's quite a bit around here. It's kind of a pain though. I will admit it is a little bit of a pain because it's scattered around and it's primarily just one at a time instead of like a cluster of it. It's almost like gathering surface resources, surface plants. Although you do have these nice little tree thingies here that have a few on it. Now, if this guy was set up like as a lumberjack where I could one-shot these, it would go really quick. I mean, I can, I currently do have this, I have the cleanse points to be able to do it. Let's do that. Hopefully I remember that that's like that when I go out mining again, but... Now we should be able to one-shot it. Maybe not quite every time, but... And we swing a little bit quicker. Yeah, this is actually a pretty cool planet. I don't know if I'll build anything here, but I might in the future. I do like, I kind of like the color tones of this planet. Alright, we need more... Ooh, what is that? That's just like a pulsating orb. I might have to dump... I actually might have to dump the seed. I hate having a full inventory. Oh, I'm already up to 61 of them. That didn't take very long. Not as long as I thought it was going to take. Let's dump the inky leaf. I want to see what this is. Oh, it's just a vital orb. I'm not too overly interested and concerned with the change chisel for the light colored. Change chisel for the light colored twisted wood. In one of your builds? That, I guess I don't understand exactly what you're... We're dropping vital orbs all over the place. Ah, sap. Luckily, the one provides me with enough sap. I actually need to give him some glue for some of the sap that he's giving me. He sells refined wood and refined stone in his shop back in our community. So he's always out chopping wood, so he's always got a huge amount of sap. And I'm like, well, you got the sap, I got the bones, because I go out and I go solo meteorites and stuff. So he's been giving me a good amount of sap, and then I've been using it with my bones to make glue. Seems like a pretty fair trade. Nice working together like that, members of the community, instead of having to get it all yourself. Oh, you used a change chisel to change light colored wood into, yeah, the change chisel, such a cool thing. I don't know, with some of the things, I love the game. Thoroughly enjoy playing the game. Some of the stuff that the developers have done, some of the changes that they have instituted into the game, have made me kind of scratch my head once in a while. Kind of, what are they thinking with some of the changes? And funny thing is that that color changing chisel, I'm honestly kind of shocked that they have something like that in the game. Cool. I'm glad they do. I hope they don't get rid of it. Oh, we wrecked that one. Guess there's no meteorites on Halloween. We only had the one. Yeah, unfortunately my inventory's full. I can't. I have quite a few vital orbs back at my base, so that's kind of why I'm electing to just leave them. I haven't really utilized or needed many because I haven't started crafting that kind of stuff, but don't have enough inventory space to carry everything. I honestly didn't do a very good job of cleaning out my inventory before we left base either, though. Do you think if I go through the portal, just hop through the portal and hop back out, that'll be enough to start trigger a meteorite again? Well, let's go try it, because I mean you're technically going to a different area. Alright, how are we doing on our plant collection? 194. A new named location. Well, we could do that too, because we are. Let's go. We can head this way. We're east of question mark. It would be good to unlock another region. We shouldn't have to go too far to unlock this, I don't think. there we go. New region. Hello, meteorite. There it is right there. Wow. So now if I go back into the old one where I was at, will another one trigger there? Only thing, this area is kind of sucky for terrain. Where's it gonna land at? Not on my head. If I had a brand new death penalty, I would let it kill me, but it's just a level 1. But that's alright. That makes it, you know, sometimes the level 1 ones are actually tougher than, just because you get nailed by those stupid wild stalks. And they do more damage to you than the spitters and the cuddle trunks do. Oh, there's a player. I guess that makes sense. Otherwise you could basically farm meteorites really easily by just walking back and forth from one region to the next region. Alright, let's eat this. We have one of these guys stuck somewhere. Where did they go? This is gonna suck. This might not work out very well. There you are. Why the heck did you go way up there? Is there? Oh, there's a. I didn't see the portal over here. Well, you know what? You think you can get out of my reach? I don't think so. I have an uber sling bow. I like going to is it Till? I think Till have the green. I think it's Till. I like going to Till, and then I farm for the green gleam. And the area is relatively flat. I just run around there and farm the gleam. And as I'm farming the gleam, then I get to trigger meteorites. I think it's Till. Oh. I saw that at the last second. Well, we lost on a level 1 meteorite. Where was it? So I think I was gotta figure out where we were at. There's a wolf howling. Hi, Mr. Hopper. Die, Mr. Hopper. Let's see. There's a portal over this way. I know we're not going to be too far away from the portal. And there is... Die. There's a Rosetta Knox. Yeah, I don't know if you see on the forums, a lot of people complain about the death penalty. I really don't mind it too much. Okay, I know where we are. The meteorite's gonna be right over here. I don't mind it too much. I like it a lot better than it was in early access. I mean, it sucked losing the durability on your tools and all your items when you died. I would much rather work off a XP penalty. Nothing? You're not gonna give me anything? Did you give me anything? Well, I guess I got 9. It must have gave me some. I just didn't notice it. I mean, I have thoughts on, and I haven't done it yet, but maybe it's something I should do. I had thoughts on basically a way of basically kind of countering and negating the death penalty is basically take, like I still have my starter shop workshop that I had in Feminorum. So basically my thought is I could set up some crafting tables there and go and start some mass crafts of rock or stone, whatever rock, because I have quite a bit of it from mining and stuff. So then when you die, at that point, after you start the craft, you leave the area and just don't go back there until when you die. And when you die, then you go to the area and then you can claim the XP. And then just start a new craft over while you're there, and then don't go back again until you die the next time. So in that way you basically have a I don't know, what do you want to call it, death penalty room that you're able to go to when you die. Would quickly be able to eat up that amount of XP that you need. Oh, we ended up with 100. That's what I was doing. I need to go back over there. But we better... What is the greater? A sweet and sour brew which accelerates its drinker's actions, temporarily increases your run speed by 1 millisecond and your action speed by 60%. So that's like it's like taking some, it's like slamming a Red Bull, an energy drink. Yeah, I know they have that, where is it? Focus, I think it's, yeah, right here. Defeat penalty epic, which reduces the effects of the defeat penalty by 50%. Alright, where? Alright, let's go back. I'll go gather you a few more thorns. There's more this way. Now I need some more meteorites to show up so I can work off this death penalty. That hopper, that was kind of terrible luck for that hopper spawning right there. Wow. You threw a bomb at me. Oh, really? That guy was a little crazy for this planet. Almost like, did they crank up the toughness of the planet? That was tough when you have a hopper by you because they sound similar to a meteorite. I'm gonna have to try one of those fast brews just to see how fast it makes me go. Let's try one now. So, brew buffs. Some brews give you temporary buffs. Drinking that same brew again refreshes. That was too fast to read. Oh wow. You like run like out of control. Whoa. And when you jump off of a hill, it gives you a boost that way. So, like you said, it gives you wings. And he's shooting at me. I bet you with that I could almost catch up to a roadrunner. Almost. Oh wow. Oh nice. I forget about the action speed on. I'm so used to basically pushing the fire button once and then having to wait to shoot again. But this thing's like a semi-automatic. I suppose now too, because I have the speed buff. Oh, here we go. This is where you want to come for your hot magenta thorns. Yeah, don't think you're gonna come too close to me, buddy. Shooting that up in the sky. It's a snowman, a pink snowman. Getting close to winter time for me. So it won't be long before we start seeing snowman out in the front yard. This is one thing. This is a good combination with this axe, with the axe and shovel mastery, with the speed brute, and then the extra energy that I have. We can sit here and gather for quite a while before we have to stop and wait for our energy to replenish. All these vital orbs though that I'm leaving out. We have 385 so far for you. Rosetta Knox. This run speed would be dangerous on Alcyon. That planet is so, the terrain is so, I mean it's cool, but it's very dangerous. Like, so easy to fall down some really deep caves. You really gotta watch your step on that planet. Hey, where'd you come from? I need to ask you a question. Yeah. Yeah, if you're not careful on that planet, you can die pretty quickly on that terrain running around that. Yeah, you almost can't run. With the action speed that I have, I can just sit here and whack-a-mole on a spitter. Well, we're doing pretty good here, working off our death penalty. We're already, oh, I was seeing it wrong. I thought we were already halfway there. We're not even close. We barely dented the I'll probably have to use a cleanse point, and maybe I'll add in mass crafting onto my skills and start some mass craft of some stones when I get back. 530. So did you see where the where I went through the portal then to get to this area? So if you need to come out and get more, you know where to come. From the portal seekers hub. I need some more. A few more areas like that would be nice. So we're up to 590. Or if I can find a few more together chunks like that. I mean, obviously there should be more. There should be more things like that somewhere on the planet. I just don't know if there's like another spot like that close to where I'm at. Hi there, Mr. Hopper. Do not like you. You can hurt me. Haha, that's so cool. That's the highlight for me tonight so far, is getting that sling bow from you and being able to shoot the roadrunners from so far away, that I can actually finally start killing them. I mean, I have killed a few of them here and there, mainly by them getting stuck in an area as they're trying to run away from you, but I mean, you go to some of the planets and like they spawn in like a chunk of like 6 of them. All right, Bree. Thanks for all the stuff tonight, man. Thanks for the grapple. Thanks for the sling bow. I'll gather a few more of these thorns, and basically I'll give you whatever thorns I gather tonight, and then I'll just trade you for some yams, and if it basically whatever 100, 200, whatever. Kind of want to give you something in return for all of the cool toys that you've given me, so I don't need a 1-for-1 or anything for these thorns. And obviously thanks for stopping by the stream and hanging out with me tonight. I will be around, probably on around the same time tomorrow night, so I do probably gotta get ready for bed here pretty soon anyway. Gotta work in the morning. If I can get this up to, I don't know how many I have back at my base. Let me check that quick. To see how many I have back at the base. If I can get you a full stack, one full smart stack. Actually, I don't think I have very many. I'll just collect a smart stack. That'll almost put you halfway to what you need. Awesome thing is being able to actually get some of these, some more of the spooky plants while I'm still out here doing this. that spitter didn't even see me. He was walking away from me. If I could find just one more area that has a lot of them clumped together like that one spot over there. Oh wow, it's getting late. I saw one. And there's a roadrunner over here. Can I get a shot at him? Yes, I can. Love it. No roadrunner is safe anymore. Alright, the thorns are drying up a little bit. What do we got? 678. I guess a full stack might be a little tough for me. Might be a little much. I might not be able to do a full stack. Because I still need to go harvest these spooky plants, and I do need to get to sleep pretty soon. Probably doing alright. Yeah, we're up to 706. I think I have probably roughly around, I don't have a lot. I think I have around 50 of these already collected at my base. Guess if I'm one-shotting him, it goes really quick. I should probably, if I had a strength brew. So 63, 74. Yeah, yep, I guess. Oh, I see another Rosetta Knox. And I hear another wolf howling. 776. I honestly don't know if I've really heard an owl. I thought I read that there was owls and wolves in the background noises. I definitely hear the wolves. We gotta get closer to being done. Now we can go get our spooky seeds and call it a night. Been a fun stream. 8:24. Getting there. I honestly didn't expect it was gonna be this easy and relatively painless to get these. It helped finding that chunk of them over there that was grouped together a little bit more. This thing. Oh, Mr. Hopper. You don't see me. And he's dead. Alright, how are we doing now? 856. I know if I combine what I have back at my base, I'll have enough, but I do want to have some for myself, so let's just finish off the smart stack. Oh, and another Rosetta Knox. We still need to go and do our spooky seeds. I want to show you. I want to show how that's working out, or how that works out for. Because you can do the same thing with basically all of the plants for whatever items they drop. So if you're trying to farm up, I don't know, whatever, if you're trying to farm up fibrous leaves or whatever, you can collect them on a lower tier planet and then bring them to a higher tier planet, and you get increased drop odds. And then if you stack that with your skills that are available for it, you can really get a lot. 888. What a coincidence, a number to stop on. Whoa. It's like we smacked our forehead onto that tree. There we are, 900. All right. Now let's run back to our base. First thing we need to do, we need to dump off our inventory. And that's easy enough for me to get to this way. So we need to go to Gravodius T, and then we go to Angel, Angel 1, and then to the Pork Chop. Pretty simple and easy for me to get around, and but probably most people have their setup similar to that, so they can quickly and easily access wherever they want to go. Alright, so we got... We'll put the spooky seed away over in the other area. And I did have 55, but now we have 900. So we have 900 hot magenta thorns for Bree the wizard. And we have 516, so we need 384 plus 180. So 384 plus 180 actually probably would, I mean, it would be nice to get 360, but alright, so we need to go to Bori. Go to all the T4s, so we're at Circoporus, Cardass and all T6, Shed a Tear, and then Elsion. And I actually have a portal set up here. It goes to my mining spot. Clear out a little bit of the area here quickly, just so I have a little bit more flat spot to actually place down the plants. And we'll take a double check of our inventory and see what we have. Make sure we don't have any spooky seeds on us, so we can keep a count and basically keep track of how many we have and what we get for the plants that we have. I've always been curious as to how good the lighting effect works on the forged items when you forge the lighting effect onto them. So I think it's really good that, really awesome that Bree gave me that that grapple that has the light effect on it. So we can actually actually test that out. It's pretty bright, just doesn't go super far. Definitely gleam lights up better. So we're just going to place a few things that gleam just to basically light up the area so we can see what we're doing. Yeah. So we have roughly 200, well, roughly, we have exactly 201 spooky plants. I do not have any seeds on me. And basically none of the other drops that drop from the spooky plants. So we got our axe out and we got the spooky plants in our inventory. So we're just gonna place them all down. Well, not all of them down, but place a bunch of them down. Kind of basically as many as we have for the area cleared out. And then we'll start harvesting them. And this definitely does work for basically all of these plant types. As you see right now, we are kind of hovering more towards that 2 range, but we know we had 201 plants to plant that we could harvest from, which if it strictly dropped 2 every time, then that would be 402 spooky seeds that we'll end up with. Kind of going quickly, so it's really kind of hard to keep track of how many are coming out. So we're at plus 124 right now. 127, so there was 3 that time, 130, there's 3 that time, 33, so it's, I don't know, maybe averages out to every other time, gives you 3. Get the last of these Rosetta Knox planted and harvested. I don't remember. I want to. Well, we can figure it out because we know we had 201 to start. We can figure out how many of these Rosetta Knoxes we planted. I think it was like 73, maybe. That was what, 30, and we got 78 out of it. So we have 108 and we started with 201, so we had 93. We had 93 of those Rosetta Knox from our tier 1 planet, which each one didn't necessarily guaranteed to give you one, where we came here and I think you're guaranteed to at least get 2, and a high percentage of time you will get 3. So out of 93, 93 Rosetta Knox, we got 238 seeds. So, I mean, a little bit over 2 per. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 59 of these. Let's make sure we don't fall into the lava. We actually are kind of starting to make a little progress on our death penalty. Okay, so that's all of our Oort and staff. I'm going to just throw these in here now. Then we can see how many we get. Because just I haven't done any hard research or testing, but it sure felt like the Rosetta Knox's plant has a higher drop of the spooky seeds. So I kind of want to test that out and see. We're already up to 118. And honestly, as of right now, it doesn't look super promising to get additional over on top of the 2 smart stacks. This time we got 150 out of 70. Was it 73? I don't remember. So let's do the last. Did I put those in there? Yes. So let's do the last chunk of plants that we have. Maybe need to do a little, well, I guess it's not going to matter much because the event's almost over, but maybe it could have done a little bit more research on the drop chances and amounts. And kind of put something together so people could have maximized the amount of drops that they get with the time that it takes to get them. Just about done, and we're gonna wrap this up. I think this is going to basically wrap up my Halloween adventures for this event, because might be able to hop on for a little bit in the morning for work, but if I do, it's not gonna probably be enough time to come and do more of these before the event is up. all of those, and we ended up with 127. So that brings our grand total together of 515. I mean, plus we also did get 26 petals, 284 inky leaves, 25 fleshy leaves, 402 raw earth yams. I might have had a little bit of that. No, because I emptied my inventory. Where did I get 5 raw meat though? Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't quite get the inventory completely emptied. And 118 sweet beans. So let's run back to our home base. And we can see how close I got to that 180 on top of 2 smart stacks. It's gonna be close. We'll put it that way. Age 1. Alright, so what do we have? We had 516, so let's take that out, and that out, and that. So we have 9, 18 or 2 smart stacks, but only 131 additional. So we need still like 50 more, right? It's 180. Yeah, we need 50 more to make 25 of them. Without dipping into that magic 2 smart stacks. And we have 5 hours and 18 minutes. So I will be able to maybe do... Basically, if I can get 20... What do I need? 25 or so. 131, so we need 50. So yeah, roughly 20 to 25 more plants to harvest quickly on Alcyon like that. We should be able to get to that 180. But I am going to end this stream now. End this stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw. Thanks again to Bree, Bryce, whichever name you want to go by. Thanks a lot, bro, for all of the help. The amazing chisel and sling bow, or not chisel, grapple and sling bow. I will look for you tomorrow so I can get you the smart stack of thorns that I picked up for you, and then that should be all. So hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content. I think I might stream a little bit more often at this time. Guess it kind of all depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like going out mining or something, maybe not. But if I'm doing other more interesting things, then maybe that'll be a possibility. A few more streams instead of dedicated episodes on YouTube, because that involves editing and stuff, where this I can just play and have fun and chit chat with people. So we will see. We'll see what happens moving forward. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and I will talk to everybody later. See ya.